Hello, guys. My name is Angel. I'm back with another podcast, the third one, and this one, the story I'm going to make this podcast about is a little more complex. There now I through my podcasts I've been talking to you guys about nature and all of that, but really my focus on this of these podcasts, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys. I should have told you guys in my very first one. My podcasts are just about the environment in general, so it could be any type of environment, whether it's the natural environment, the human environment, the rural environment, the urban environment, whatever environment you name it. My podcasts are going to be about that. So my podcast for now is about the book named The Land Ethic by Aldo Leopold. And Leopold begins the story with the legend of the Odysseus. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right. Who returned from Troy and hung a dozen misbehaved slave girls from his household on one single rope. Yikes. Odysseus, also known by the Latin variant Ulysses, was a legendary Greek king of Ithaca. I didn't know who Odysseus was, so I looked him up. And if you're asking what what is Ithaca? A city, a country? What is that? It's spelled, not that you guys care, but it's spelled Ithaca or also Ithaka, and it's a Greek island located in the Ionian Sea off the northeast coast of Kefalonia and to the west of continental Greece. Leopold uses a rhyme here in his start to state how the hanging involved no question of propriety, and that the girls are property. You see, propriety and property kind of rhyme. Leopold then tells us that the disposal of property was then a matter of expediency and not of right or wrong. He points out that the extension of ethics, studied only by philosophers so far, is actually a process in ecological evolution, and that the sequence can be described as ecological as well as philosophical terms. He ecologically defines ethic as a limitation of freedom of action in the struggle for existence, while he also philosophically defines ethic as a differentiation of social and antisocial conduct, which is important for relations amongst the human environment, and which is Leopold's explanation for what Odysseus is. For what Odysseus does to these slave girls. The ecological definition that Leopold is giving is a limitation of freedom, and we see here that Odysseus is limiting the freedom of these girls whom he hung. The definition that it's a limitation of freedom of action in the struggle for existence. See, these girls are struggling to exist. And then the philosophical the definition is a differentiation of social and antisocial conduct, which can apply to us because I mean, as humans, we need to interact in order to stay in unity, right? It's social. It's our conduct amongst each other that defines our human environment and how we live. And as we see here with Odysseus, he has more of an antisocial conduct, because as king he thinks that he rules Ithaca, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Also, I'm sorry. But we don't. He has an antisocial conduct because he thinks he's superior over his people, and he's treating these slave girls as as trash practically. Leopold then states that the first ethic dealt with the relation between an individual and society. He explains that the golden rule, now parentheses, if you guys do not know what the golden rule is it's around my school too. So the golden rule really states that do unto others as you would do unto them. That's it. So if you want someone to do something nice to you, do something nice to them. If you want someone to be a jerk to you, then be a jerk to them. So Leopold explains that the golden rule tries to integrate the individual to society, and democracy tries to integrate social organization to the individual. So democracy and the golden rule kind of work together. Then Leopold says that there is yet no ethic to deal with man's relation to land and animals and plants that grows upon it. Now, this is where I personally feel like we can all have a connection to what Leopold is saying, because all of us have been around animals. No doubt about it. We've been around every animal. It doesn't matter if it's a dog, cat, monkey, fish. I don't care. We've all been around some animal. And one thing that I personally feel when I'm around an animal or wild plant is that there's always a limit of control that I probably have over that animal or plant. The only way, it sounds weird that I have limitation control over a plant, but to a certain extent you do. The only way you can deal with the wild or with a plant or animal is by using environmental ethic, and it applies to the human environment also. Just like a zookeeper that may have difficulty controlling a zoo or a certain animal, because animals are ferocious, some of them, and others are just dumb. A ruler of a community may have a hard time dealing with his or her people also. That's why you need ethic, and Leopold used Odysseus to show that. Like we mentioned, Odysseus was the ruler of Ithaca, and we already saw that he hung the girls on a rope because the girls are property, and they supposedly weren't doing their job, which really is just like we said, a sign that his ethic is superiority, that as the king of Ithaca, he has authority over the human environment in Greece because he is the king and the ruler, and he does whatever he wants around because he's a king, period. This to me almost sounds like the Pride Lands. It sounds like Lion King. Yeah, the Pride Lands. When we talk about the wild, the lion is the king, and all other animals are under the lion's dominion. Odysseus, to me, looks like the lion. Or if we're really gonna take on the Lion King, Odysseus is like Scar, I guess, and all the animals under the lion's dominion, and I guess the rest of the lions could be the girls. You guys get what I mean. Thank you guys for watching my. Thank you guys for listening to my podcast. I hope it was more interesting. And I'll see you in the next podcast. Peace.